Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard to today's flight stream. Whoops, I think I forgot to edit my title, which is meant to be a 737-8 flying towards Penang from Subang Airport, which is basically a very short 40 minutes flight. But what we'll be doing instead today is flying in a two legs, which is short with a short turnaround time. For those who are watching in the VOD, hopefully you like the lovely short stuff at the beginning. For those who are watching after or currently, welcome aboard. Again, today we'll not be doing VATSIM because Malaysian airspace is not as active. The only one that's active is Sepang, which is the Kuala Lumpur International Airport. The approach is online, but genuinely I'm pretty sure they don't want to control Subang airspace currently. So what we'll be doing is, again, we'll be doing that short flight. Oh my lord. Simply say, I will take out the flight plan as per usual. Let me get the music a little bit higher so you can listen to it while we go through the flight plan. Ooh, it's not there, is it? That's always a good sign. That's because I've forgotten to do this. And voila. Ooh, it may be slightly larger than usual. Yeah, let's do it. That's what she said. Joke if you'd like. But generally, this is what we are looking at for today. No, that's not what I want you to do. There we go, I guess. Yeah, if only this works much better. I need to get myself something better for this. Regardless, today we are Avincia flight 005 or 0005, which is Avincia 5. Again, WMSA to WMKP, using a Boeing 738 in 9 Mike Bravo Victor Romeo. And as you can hear, it's I am having a bit of a sniffle, so it's not too great to fly, but you know, what's the worst thing that can happen? Zero fuel weight for today is about 58.7 thousand. That's good. Not really a brick release weight, but close to it. We'll be carrying about 5,000 kilograms of fuel, with 1.9 for the trip and 2.1 for reserve. And for one thing, we will be going via this route, which is a very short route. Again, it's nothing more than a 40 minutes route, so nothing biggie. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be a lovely flight. So, the aircraft. That is our aircraft for today. Again, livery is decent. I love it. And it's fairly laggy because of so many stuff in the background I have currently running. I wish I would lie on that, but genuinely there's so many things that's happening in the background that I'd rather just try to figure things out by myself. Let me double check if everything else is good to go. Explain audio seems a little bit low, but remember what happened with the 727, it kinda broken the audio slightly. I'll turn on the Discord audio in a bit, so people can listen to those who are in the Discord call, which is understandable. Let me double check if it's still there. Huh, interesting, it's not. We'll figure this one out on the way. But for now, the only thing I have done for today's flight is just mostly get the aircraft on a part where everyone is boarding, which is understandable. The weather today is horrible, as you can see from outside, and I haven't even put the IRS on. That's gonna be hectic. So today we will be mostly doing, well, we'll be mostly departing from the Billig 1 Sierra departure, which I will do the immediate briefing now. We'll do the departure briefing. Sorry, we'll do the takeoff safety briefing later on once the IRS is on. But for now, we'll do the departure briefing, which is a whole different item. Man, my nose is just killing me. Oh, 1013. That's always a good sign. So as always, we'll always require our first two items with the airport chart, which is a taxi chart, and the departure chart. Which, what do you call it? We'll be doing the Billig 1 Sierra departure. Billig 1 departure will mostly be going to the west. And from what we can see, we are departing from runway 15. So, let's start with the immediate item, which is taxi. Today we are parked at gate 33 where our 727 was parked, but you know, let's just say it moved over to 32. It's also because, as you can see in Kuala Lumpur, some items or some places are not meant to be at where they should be, such as a Boeing 738 is not meant to be on the 33, it's meant to be on 36, but I can't for the love of life to figure out where Bay 36 is on the flight sim. So, you know what? We'll do our own rules right here. Holy moly. Alright, so that is the first thing. Now, knowing that we are over there, we'll most likely be exiting via November onto... Alright, let's do this properly. Okay, pilot, are you ready for the departure? Well, crew member, are you ready for the chart departure brief? Alright, this is a Subang Malaysia Sultan Abdul Aziz Shah Airfield taxi chart, dated 30th April 2021, chart 10-9. We will most likely be going onto November and then onto, I believe that's Tango, to its holding point Kilo, runway 15. Once we reach runway 15, we'll be departing via the Billig 1 Sierra departure. So this is a Subang Malaysia SID, charted 10-3 Alpha, dated 30th April 2021. We'll be departing from Billig 1 Sierra, runway 15, so we'll be climbing through 900 feet, maximum 210 knots, making a right-hand turn, not above 3,000, and direct to Victor Bravo Alpha, or Batu Arang, and then Billig for the Billig 1 Sierra. Any questions? Well, obviously we have the terrain, which northeast means we have 7,700 in the northeast of the airfield and 2,200 on the southwest of the airfield. So if you have any engine failures or any thing that restricts our altitude, we will head southwest of the airfield. Regarding our weather for today, we have recent storms from what I remembered. We do have rain, cloud view 2,400 above aerodrome level, and Archaeonius is 1013. Apart from that, moderate turbulence has been reported around the area, and there is generally storms around the item. Operational conditions for today is that we will be departing at night into a airfield that doesn't like nighttime. So that should be the only item. And apart from that, that should be the short departure brief that I will talk about. So let's bring in the people on general chat. And try to say something, Matcha. Close enough. That works. Voila. Hello.
My stream is also here.
What's up, Sean?
Good day, Wiz. Good day, Matcha. And good day, Spidey.
What time is it for you? 'Cause I know for a fact it's like definitely the afternoon.
It is 2 in the morning.
It's 12 p.m.
Why are you still? How are you still up?
Because I slept for 4 hours.
to set up a fight.
Oh, my nose is really killing me today.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So, I mean, our flight plan says that we have to go up to flight level 260, but I highly doubt we'll reach up 260 before reaching the top of descent. So I'm going to say flight level 240. Oh my lord. You know what? For the streamers, for the people watching the stream or the VOD, give me a fluffing moment. I'll be right back.
Oh wait, it's a narrator, not.
And I am sorry for that. Just had to blow my nose slightly. So shall we start the flight again? Oops, there we go. And let's get this party started. Oopsie doobie doo. Let me double check something. There we go. Also, hello to the one viewer that's watching it at the current time. So as I mentioned earlier, we'll be doing Kuala Lumpur to Penang. Oops. Kuala Lumpur to Penang. Any questions? I'm pretty sure there's none. So let's get the flight route in. So we will be using the company route, so it'll be much easier. We have number 3. Oh, WM Kilo Papa 03. Close enough. Avia 005. Flights, activate, and execute, assuming, yeah. Alright, so we'll be departing from runway 15 via the B1 Sierra. Confirm on our legs, it looks good, and we'll go back there. And again, we'll be using our FS Airlines, which is a great third-party item to make your virtual airline more economically realistic, which is lovely to a certain extent, as long as you don't go bankrupt, obviously. You won't be able to see it, but just imagine there is in the background, because that is what it is. Looks like a VIP has turned up. Fuel, we are... Oops, wrong one. 15 tons short. So 5504. Lovely. Takeoff performance will be runway 15, flaps 10. It's gonna be wet. And takeoff weight is... What was that takeoff weight? Where is our takeoff weight? 63384. 63384. There we go. What is our CG? 26.2. And that should give us something. That doesn't really matter. Usually I don't give a toss, actually, looking at that. All I need is the airport chart, give myself HPA, and that's all good to go. So we've done that. Let's get the... Oopsie doobie doo. There we go. Ignore what happened there. So what did I say about the amount of fuel again? It was somewhere between 1,000 or 2,000. 1.9er. And thingamabob is 58.7. We've got a reserve of 2.1. And the CAS index heading west is 50. And one limit, we'll do the rated departure by 24 tons of thrust. and we'll depart with flaps 10, which is cause. Today's CG26.2, and we'll be sitting on the right hand seat. Alright. Oh, I haven't actually set the I forgot to do that. We'll somehow do this. Insufficient fuel. Yeah. It's fine. Last time someone said insufficient fuel, they made a 767 have a glider. So they made a glider have a 767. I can't speak English at 2 in the morning with a bit of alcohol in me. Alright. And voila, we have done everything that is required. Train! Excuse me, every time a train, passes by or horns, I will shout train. Because that is what we do here. Now let's isolate ourselves from the scums. But, yeah, you know. Alright. There we go. All I need is some light in my life. Background and main panel. Just a bit of light. Alright. And we have 140 on V2, so our V2 plus 15 is 155. And we can actually start getting the aircraft in the air, because I don't want to stay on the ground for any longer. Let's get the pushback started.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
There we go.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
And we can get everyone out of the aircraft. Well, all the ground services at least. We still need passengers on board this flight. Ground services and ground handling. Everyone drives away. Oh, come on. And let's start. APU has been started.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Cabin crew, please prepare cabin for departure. For push and start, I meant. Anti-calls comes on. And voila. Today we'll fly with 2000 on our TCAS. Hello there, whoever just joined in.
And bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Let's just wait until our APU stabilizes before we actually release and ensure that no one is behind us, because that is a bad idea to have a bunch of vehicles behind a moving aircraft. Or at least one that has the engines about to start. We've seen what happened with what was it, a Citroen C2 behind a full blasting engine of a 744. Do they, Sebastian? APU comes on. We can turn off the packs as we're starting to start. Whoops. Not that one. That goes off, and I believe we can begin our pushback.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
We click to start the engines. Lovely. Engine right, clear to start. Yeah, I remember you, Benata. Woo. Stuck at 15 and 2. I guess it is a slightly cold day. Nope, it's hanging on V2. We didn't give enough air. There we go. And engine to start. And engine to stabilize. AGT 20, 40, well, 2, 4, 5. That's what we want to take a look at. Oh, my nose is just killing me. And engine 1 start.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Pull up. Wind shear.
Wind
Wind
shear.
shear.
Wind
Wind
shear.
shear. Terrain.
1, 2.
Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
And GPWS test complete. Let's test R. Making sure the engine is still running. That's good. Let's test our TCAS.
TCAS test pass.
Otlistna. And engine 1 starts. Gen 1 on.
Tow is disconnected
Can't,
and bypass
and
has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
packs right and left, and isolation on auto. And voila! Your dampers are on. PO heat and window heat. Good. And do we have the person giving gear lock or gear key? Yes, we do. Alright, we're ready to taxi. Turn on the logo lights, wheel well, as well as our taxi lights. As we mentioned, we're taxiing, exiting via November onto Tango, holding at Kilo, holding point runway 15. For one thing this aircraft loves to do is having our nose wheel axis changed towards a thing that we don't really want. There we go. November should be right ahead of us. And we can... Whoops! I generally have forgotten to do FSA stuff. There we go. Now we're ready to roll. So flight director left, right is now on. LNAV, VNAV, white. Flaps 10. And let's get moving. Such a lovely day, isn't it? Nothing better than a bit of a rainstorm. The passengers are not gonna shit their pants as we take off, but no promises with how I will make them do it. And I will be turning on the Discord voice so you can hear other people doing their own stuff as well, if I remember how to do it. And I am back. There we go. Clear left, clear right.
Back.
Danke. Oops. What have I missed? Fair enough.
I'm still doing my spirit.
Forward, Captain. Toast back to 5 past 10's inserted.
Fair enough.
Parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
There we go. Control
And then
and free. That's never a good sign. What was that?
do you disconnect the autopilot?
It sounded like it.
Nah, nope. It's actually just a thing on this 789.
Alright, fair enough. It might be another warning.
Hey.
Nope.
Isn't it? Aren't you just turning on the APU?
No, I'm trying to put on the engines, and it's auto start, so I just put on the right and left thing, and it's just like this, because you need to turn on the pack and thingy, but that's normally after we start the engine, so that's why it like.
Let's have the TCAS on.
Engine number 2.
Terra. Road traffic and weather. Just cause it's a shitty weather today. Welcome to a second viewer who just joined in. It's gonna be a very boring flight.
Number 2 on.
Taxi checklist. About modes. Set. VNAV LNAV set. White. Flaps 10.
APU can go off.
That's one thing I have to change. Nope. Wrong one. Give me a moment. Such a professional stream, innit? This goes pitch, trim, down.
about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
And we're
And this
disconnected,
is
so
pitch
We
trim.
Please watch the following video
There
for
we
your safety
go.
instructions. Please pay close
Onto the
attention.
snare.
take off flap. Take off flaps 15 degrees.
Alright. There we go. Trim 3.5 set. Flight director's on. Seatbelt signs on, no smoking on. Packs, auto, isolation auto. As well as weather mode on, traffic mode on. We're on Terra, and what was it? We are flying to Penang, flight level 240, Clipfoot flight level 240 from runway 15 using the Billet 10 departure, QNH 1013 squawk 2000. Looks like we are ready to go, and that's briefing reviewed. Alright. And
No
controls
battle?
checked. Nope. I'd rather not do that sim right now, especially with how potentially intoxicated this can be. When I say this can be, more of how intoxicated I can be. But that doesn't matter. Whoa. Alright. Let's get the show on the road. I assume we've got takeoff clearance, so strobe lights on and landing lights on. Taxi lights can go off, APU confirmed off. Flight attendants, please be seated for takeoff. So we're rolling takeoff then. And 1 on 40 and stabilized.
Approaching 1-5.
1-5 confirmed. Clear right, clear left. AT armed.
On runway 15.
And MIC. Slight rolling start. There we go. Slight crosswind to the left.
80 knots.
80 knots cross-tracked. V1 and rotate.
Positive right.
Gear up.
Gear up. 400.
Flaps 5.
1000.
Acceleration altitude. Flaps up. Continue climb. Autopilot engage. N1 green, LNF green, VNF speed green. Throttle disengaged. And this has to do something with hardware. There we go. Oh, throttle engaged. And we can turn off the cons. After takeoff checklist, gears up and off, flaps up, thrust on climb, and pressurization normal. Decently normal at least. Autopilot is engaged. Autopilot re-engaged. Excuse me. Something about the altitude I don't like is the altitude, sorry, the pressurization cabin altitude needle is in black, so at night time it looks like it has nothing on there, but it's actually indicating about 100 feet, so, or 1,000 feet off the ground. Why press to park? That's the other thing I forgot to set. 240 under 11,000 feet. Execute. It's like a normal departure. Let's play some warming music in the background as we climb out. If I can find the dang thing at least. Give me a slight moment. There we go. Oh, that's not a good sign. There we go. It just froze for a second. 10,000. Let's prepare for arrival as well. Oh, something's not right. Avitab isn't working. Well, looks like we'll have to use our own charts. Standard, transition level, correction, transition altitude. There we go, that's the one. 272, and fasten seatbelts off.